Hello, hello. I'm here at the Delta Lounge, just getting ready to go to Baltimore. Boy, I've been doing a lot of trips to Baltimore, doing a lot of coaching and helping leaders up in that region. I'm just coming into the little quiet area here at the Delta Lounge. Baltimore, by the way, I'll be there this weekend doing some coaching, and next weekend, my wife and I will be doing a marriage conference on Friday night and all day Saturday in Baltimore at Bishop Bart Pierce's church. He has a great church there, a great couple, amazing ministry, touching that whole city in a powerful way. So you may want to check us out on that. And of course, super excited about what's coming up in the next few weeks. Accelerate 18. Oh man, that conference is going to be awesome. If you're feeling like you're stuck, that you're just not moving forward toward your dreams, toward your destiny like you want, that's the place to be. That's the place to be. It's going to be awesome. Because Accelerate is all about helping you get on the fast track to personal, ministry, and business success. Let me just ask you this question. Do you feel like that you're just moving at turtle pace? Do you have these big and awesome dreams, but it just seems like you're not making any progress? I want to help you. And that's why we really have this Accelerate conference. We had it last year. It helped a lot of leaders. This year, it's going to be even better. We're taking it to a whole nother level this year. And I'm going to be teaching you how I was in the same shoes that you are. I knew I had something big that God wanted me to do, but nothing was happening. And at Accelerate 18, I'm going to be teaching you what I learned during that time that I was stuck. I'll give you a little hint. The first thing I realized that actually I wasn't stuck. I'm going to talk about that later, but here's what I want to give you that I thought that would help. Your present is your future until you learn something new. If you're listening, would you post that below, please? Your present is your future unless you learn something new. You see, my friend, it's what you learned in the past that's actually causing you to move at turtle pace in your present. See, many people, they go to places and they want to learn. I need to learn more. I need to learn more. No, what a lot of you need to do, if you're feeling this way, is that you need to unlearn some things. That's what happened to me when I was in my personal crisis, when nothing was happening for me. I thought I knew everything. I thought, after all, I read the whole Bible several times over. I could quote it, speak it, preach it, but I wasn't going anywhere. And so I had to take a whole year in my crisis. I had to go and sit. Yep, just like I'm doing here in the lounge before I head to Baltimore. I had to go and sit. I had to sit for a while, and I had to learn. I had to unlearn. I had to unlearn a lot of stuff that I had learned in my past that was keeping me from accelerating into my future to achieve the dreams that I really wanted to achieve. And I share about Tom Landry. Tom Landry was an awesome football coach for the Dallas Cowboys. He had more wins than anybody. He used to teach his 3 keys to winning. His first key was this: you need a clear-cut objective. So every year he'd say, hey, this is what we want to achieve. We want to win the Super Bowl. We don't want to just go. We want to win the Super Bowl. Just a side note, God wants you to win in life. He wants you to have a winning year in 2019. But you see, if you don't learn anything new, guess what I know what's going to happen? Yeah, your present today is going to look like tomorrow. So you got to learn something new. That's why you got to get in an atmosphere with people who think on a different level than you. And at 2018, Accelerate 2018, man, we've got some world-class speakers that are coming. We've got mega church pastors who have built mega churches in areas that it looked impossible. That's why I invited them. I didn't invite the guys who are in Dallas, you know, who are in the Bible Belt. I invited guys that are in tough places. And when you look at the natural and say, how did they do that? That's the guy I want to hear from. And that's what we brought. We brought together some millionaires. We're going to have a millionaires roundtable just to help you get in the right mindset of being able to get the resources that are necessary to build your dream, because a dream without resources is dead. And so many conferences that are out there, you know, what I find is they don't talk about money. They don't talk about how to get the resources that you need. So you can blab all you want. You can jump up and down, shout, and scream. Hey, but we're having fun. Yeah. That's just a little guy that just went by. He's having fun in the quiet place. But hey, kids will be kids, right? So he said you have a clear-cut objectives. Number 2, you got to have an action plan. You got to know where you want to go. Then you need to know how to get there. And the third thing he said you need to identify the resistant forces that are trying to stop you. Many times, I find in a lot of ways, people and leaders don't know what are the resistant forces. See, there's somebody that's out there. There's something that's out there that's going to try to stop you from winning the Super Bowl. And you need to know what those resistant forces are so that you can plan effectively and overcome them. And that's why it's so important for you to get around people who have a right mindset. See, most of our resistant forces, it's not God resisting us. It's not the devil resisting us most of the time. It's not the economy. It's not geography. A lot of our resistant forces comes from wrong mindsets that we have developed and we have built. I'm going to share at Accelerate 18 the number one mindset that causes people to be stuck, that keeps people from accelerating in their personal life, their business, and their churches. Man, the testimonies that came back last year were amazing, and the lives that were changed were just absolutely amazing. So listen, do you know what resistant forces are stopping you? There's a lot of them. I've got 22 of them written down here that I've seen in coaching people over the years. And here's the tough thing. All of us are self-deceived. Will somebody just post that for me? All of us are self-deceived. We don't have any resistant forces. And so, you know, self-deception is the greatest deception. And we really got to look at ourselves and find out what is holding us back. What's keeping us from acceleration? And it's those resistant forces that are keeping us and holding us back. And a lot of it is mindset, especially over the dynamics, because the one thing that always pops up with leaders is I have big dreams, but I don't have the money. Man, there are so many resistant forces that have been conditioned into your mindset that's keeping you from getting the resources you need to achieve your dream. A dream minus resources is not a dream at all. It's actually a fantasy. So that's why I'm bringing in business leaders who are successful, church pastors who are successful, ordinary leaders like myself and others who've already achieved extraordinary things, so that you can get those right mindsets that you need and identify those right mindsets, especially over money. And it's going to be so exciting. And I want to invite you to it. It's October 11th and 12th, right here in Tampa, Florida. I'm getting ready to catch a flight, and I'm going to be heading to Baltimore, but I just wanted to share that with you. It's only a few weeks away. The hotels is going to stop our block next week. So you got a little bit of time to get connected, to get in, and get yourself in a place where you can get your head right. You got to get a checkup from the neck up. And when you are surrounded by a bunch of people who are losers, a bunch of people who are just middle-class thinkers, poor thinkers, you start thinking the same way, believing the same stuff, and you get the same results. So you got to get an atmosphere around successful people. That's one of my biggest secrets that I exercised in my own life. Too many people sit at home and you're watching the TV, you're playing your video games, you know, you're going to the same old church with your same old buddies, with your same old friends. The key word is same. Everything's staying the same. If you want change, you got to do something radical. You got to do something different. And the best thing you can do for yourself is get out of your environment and go get yourself in a place where you can be around big thinkers. Because what will happen? You'll learn some new ideas. You'll hear some big thoughts. Because remember, I told you at the beginning, your present is your future until you learn something new. Your present is your future unless you learn something new. Hey, in order to learn some new things, in order to start thinking bigger, you got to get around some people that think on that level. They're the ones that are going to inspire you.